Hi my friends, good evening today. It was a crazy day. I had a migraine this morning, woke up with a migraine a couple times. It came from my neck. I had a nerve pinched. It was finally getting out of my headache. Then I heard I thought it was a shot outside. Then I heard it hitting something. My husband thought it was maybe a tree falling or a tree breaking, and it didn't sound like it. And then we heard a shot like right after a bigger one, and we thought it hit either our camper van or the other structure we used to live in, the bigger mobile home that we're planning to move into. So I was really scared. I thought we would get shot someday. My husband says, calm down, calm down, calm down, like he always says. So I decided to call the neighbors and tell them to stop shooting. That we have told them before that we don't want them shooting, and that it's dangerous. I'd been so afraid that I was even afraid to go outside in the last few months. And this is not the neighbors that used to shoot really big booms and do the loud explosions. These were the neighbors that are closer to us now. We moved away from our house to a trailer over here to get away from those neighbors, because he stole from us too. And these were the other neighbors. Then I looked for their phone number and I couldn't find their phone number. I looked on the internet and I did find their phone number, but it was disconnected, and I found another phone number from them, was also disconnected. Then I thought maybe we should call 911. My husband says that's only for emergencies. So we tried to call the sheriff's office, and we called the non-emergency number. I was on hold for a little while, and then I thought, well, let's just look for another phone number. That was after I called the neighbors, tried to call the neighbors the first time. And I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't call the police. And then when the second number failed, I just decided to call the police anyway. So some deputy came out, and we looked where it may have hit, and we didn't find it. And he's gonna go talk to those neighbors, even though we have written them a letter, and we have told the police before about them, and they went and talked to them before. Then the shooting stopped for a couple months, and then they were shooting again after that. One time the bullets almost hit us. We were walking where we have to walk almost every day to go by on the land, on our walkway, and the bullets were coming really, really close to me, like a few feet away left of me, and my husband was ahead of me, and that was probably about 2 years ago or maybe more. And then another time the bullets they were shooting over towards us where we live, and we told them stop. We screamed real loud, stop, and they didn't answer. They just shot again towards us. We found out that there's a new law. When they do that, they can be arrested. So I didn't really want them to get arrested. I just don't want them shooting anymore. So now we have to call the police every time they shoot. Actually, it's kind of great that we get to call the police if that happens, because I don't want to be shot. I'm never really worried about myself being shot. I'm always worried about my husband being shot. The first time when they were shooting the bullets, when they came on the left of me, just a few feet away, I was calling, "Are you trying to kill us?" And then he answered, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, we're okay. Just don't shoot." So last summer, no, I guess it was in the fall, I was outside, right outside the trailer door, and I heard a shot. I think it hit hit the car. It's like a car, we need to get it towed away. Our broken car, and we just never called the police or never did anything, but you could tell it was hitting the car over there. So it's really dangerous. We avoid most of our land. We're like prisoners on our own land at times. It's like the other neighbor stole from us, the other neighbor, and he's a very respected person in the community, him and his father, so it's really hard for anybody to believe us, that he stole from us. But I pray all the time that God would help us, and so it was a crazy day. I started getting headaches a tiny little bit again. We talked to our children, and well, yeah, I thought I'd update you on things. I have more videos coming out. I like making videos for you. Maybe things will be better here. Maybe I don't have to be so afraid to be outside. It's very difficult to live like this. You don't know if you're gonna get shot. When we lived in a bigger mobile home once, a long time ago, when our girl was little, it's like probably 13 years ago, or right about after that time, one of their boys broke into our mobile home, but we didn't see anything that he stole anything, so, and we couldn't really prove it. He just went through the woods and went back to his place. But our boys talked to the to that family then, and about the break-in. So we called the police, but they said if you didn't have a fence up, they can't do anything about it. I think that was the story back then. Or we had a fence up, but they kept breaking it. We saw the fence the other day. It seemed to be intact. So they just shoot into our woods because they think it's safe, maybe. But they know it's not safe. We've already told them. Well, the police came out today, and like I said, and the guy was very nice. He reminded me of my son, about the same age. And he confirmed to us that he would help us. So we should call every time, like I already told you. Well, maybe I can put a little kiddie pool out there, and just have the sun heat the water, and just have some more relaxing time than always having to be so on edge about stuff. I always just really liked to be inside. I just never wanted to sit outside either. And listening to the birds, I like listening to the birds, but sometimes I couldn't even enjoy being out there because, like I already told you, I was afraid of a shot, and my husband never thought that we were really going to get killed, that they just shoot, and but when the bullets come by so close, it's just, I don't like it. Oh, maybe soon. Things will be better, maybe soon. While I was at it, I told the police about the other neighbor coming and stealing from us my photo albums and hard drives and high 8 tapes. my personal films and videos of my children when they were little and stuff like that. And it's already too late to report it, but I really thought that he was gonna come and hurt us or even kill us. So I said nothing and I kept quiet. Maybe I can finally go outside and just enjoy some peace. I don't know. There's still somebody shooting down towards the mailbox down the long driveway, where we get our mail and our packages. Right across the street somebody shoots, and we heard a shot there the other day. We have a microphone up there. It was like right there by the street, and sometimes we go down and get our mail late, and you can also be shot. I just really wished we could have moved away. My husband worked his whole life for that land, over 20 years, so we could buy that land. Working for so many hours every day. I drove him at 5 o'clock to catch a van to drive into the city. About 5:20 or 5:30 I drove him there and he went to work, and then came home and I picked him up about 5:30, and that was really hard on our marriage too. He didn't get paid as much as he should have, and we had children and couldn't really move again. We don't really have a place to go to, and actually we accumulated quite a whole bunch of things because we have all our children's stuff still, even their toys and everything, and all our sofas and everything, because we had some stuff here in this trailer, thank God, so we could move into this trailer. The sofas and stuff is still in the house, and the bed and all, another bed. We sleep on a mattress here on the floor. It gets a bit cold in the winter time, but now we have a mattress. Before we just slept on a yoga mat and on a plywood floor. The cold would seep right through. I always had a bladder infection. I always felt not well. I recently noticed the last few weeks we changed, the water tasted funny. We have good well water, but the water tasted funny, and we have a water hose coming from the well over here, and I thought maybe it's too dangerous, maybe there's too much lead in the garden hose to drink from. So we did a lead test, and the lead test came out there was no problem with the water, but we got a whole bunch of like leaves or algae in it. So I bought a different water hose. It's really not all that far that we have to get pipes, water pipes put together and have some good drinking water. But I bought a new water hose, a drinking water hose, and we rearranged all the water. I ran out of battery. I had to switch the battery. Where was I? About the water hose. Well, we switched a couple water hoses, and now we have some clean drinking water hose, but I get sick from it. And so I did some research on it on YouTube. Oh, not on YouTube. On Google. I don't know if the camera makes a shadow on my face or not. I did a research on it, trying to figure out if the water hose could make me sick, and they were saying that there was some sort of plastic in the drinking water hose. So I've had stomach aches probably at least 2 weeks. Or maybe was it only 1 week? I don't know. It seems like I've had it for a while. And then I have had some migraines, and but I always get better. I can't take any Advil. And Tylenol doesn't work. Even though really strong Tylenol with codeine doesn't work. And Advil would probably work, but I'm taking a blood thinner. I'm taking my leg veins capsules for the circulation in my leg, so I really cannot take Advil because I get blood clots easily. So Well, anyway, it went really well with the deputy coming. And I have some hope he's going to talk to the neighbors. And, yeah. I'm so glad I have you guys still. And, I love you all. And I'm sorry if I sound... I'm not depressed. I'm actually... Now I feel better, like... I feel okay now that maybe the shooting will stop. And, I'm just a bit disturbed. I really had the tremors really bad. I was just shaking. I don't think I had a panic attack, but I had a severe anxiety. Thank you for listening. Love you guys. Bye.